Good morning, FlossTube. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Robin. I am Lady Robbins, both here on FlossTube and on Instagram. So you are welcome to follow me in two places if you'd like to. Today is Tuesday, the 10th of August, and this is FlossTube number 86. In case you're new here, I want to welcome you. I think I've picked up a few new subscribers recently. Thank you for joining my channel and checking out what I'm doing. It's all about cross stitch, you guys. I've tried knitting. So far, it hasn't taken. So you're just gonna hear about cross stitch. I don't diamond paint, so you're not gonna hear about diamond painting. Yeah, it's cross stitch all day, every day for me. All right. I have got a number of things that I want to show you and talk about with you. I have not forgotten. I teased you last week that I have a brand new Starbucks You Are Here mug. Let's start with that, shall we? I'm so excited. I've been looking for this mug for a long time, and I finally have one. This is a Disney mug, and this is Disney Animal Kingdom version 1. And I mean, can you see we've got giraffes hanging out? We have got the sun. Oh my gosh, we've got the big tree of life. I have looked online for a long time, like I said, to find this mug, and I finally have one. I have version 2, but I couldn't find version 1 at a reasonable price. I have seen people spend over $200 for this mug. Now, I love my Starbucks You Are Here mugs, but there's a lot of cross stitch that can be purchased for $200. I'm not spending that. So I found one at a reasonable rate. I have my first beverage in my new mug, and it is brewed coffee, because that's what I usually drink in the morning. So I figured I'm not making anything fancy. It's just gonna have to go with the traditional beverage. So, all right, here we go. It worked. Okay, you guys, let's get into the cross stitch. I am finding that I'm not having quite as much stitching time right now. I'll do a life update at the end, so if you're just here for cross stitch, you don't have to hear about it. So there's not quite as much stitching to show, but I do have a couple of things, like I said, that I want to talk with you about. So let's start with my 25/7 project. So this is, as you know, I'm working on the Bent Creek Summer SnapperLand, and I have gotten quite a bit done because that 25/7 stitching is really helping me finish. So sorry, I've got the sun peeking through the blinds. And what I got done this week was I'm working on the phrase across the bottom, and I'm thinking probably by the end of this week I will have that complete phrase done, and then I can move on to the back stitching, and then I can move on to the finishing, which I'm not going to do myself. I'm going to send this out someplace to get framed. So it won't be a fully finished by me. It'll be by somebody else, but that's okay. So because this is freebie, this is up on Bent Creek's website. I just wanted to tell you the phrase that's going across the bottom. It says, "Turn your face to the sun and the shadows will fall behind you," which that just tickles my soul. I love that. So we're dealing with shadows, aren't we, this morning? But that's okay. So one more look at Summer SnapperLand, and yeah, it's coming along. So that is my 25/7 stitching. In case that's a new phrase for you, it's pretty simple. You stitch on the same piece 7 days a week, right? And you can either make the 25 be, you can do 25 stitches every single day, 7 days a week, or you can do 25 minutes of stitching 7 days a week. I'm going with the 25 minutes, and honestly, sometimes it's longer. I just get rolling and I'm having so much fun that I don't put it down in 25 minutes. But at least I get some consistent progress going on this project. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's really super fun. And I know you're all looking at this like, what? No cute project bag? This is one of my oldest WIPs. And so this is back in the vinyl zipper from Amazon days. Newer WIPs have got themselves cute project bags. Sorry, old WIP. So anyway, there's my progress on my summer SnapperLand. The other things that I worked on were 2 pieces that were called for WIP Go last month in July that I never finished. So I am almost caught back up with my WIP Go. So the other piece that that got some love this week was my Frankenstein SAL. And what I did was I just concentrated on bordered this time. I only needed to do 1 more day of stitching to complete my WIP Go goal of 5 days of stitching. So I finished all this border and discovered why nothing was lining up. I'll confess, once again, I've made an error, but oh well. So this square is 2 stitches too big, and I could not figure it out. I have counted and counted and counted and counted, cannot figure out what I have done wrong. Well, I finally figured it out. For some reason, this end has 2 more stitches on the top than the other ends. There it is. There's my mistake. So, of course, this pattern is supposed to be, you know, centered in this block. And I know it seems dumb, but I'm seriously considering taking this stuff out and shifting it 1 over because there's too much space over here. I mean, it looks funny, right? I think it looks funny. So I'm probably going to do that. But it'll look better in the end. And otherwise, I'm afraid if I don't do the frogging, I'm going to see it each and every time I look at that finished piece. And I don't want that to be what I focus on. I want to look at the whole piece, not the error in that one block. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do. And I haven't looked at the pattern yet to see what goes up in here, but I'll just do the same thing. I'll just shift it, so I'll just center it in the block and it'll be fine. It's a good thing it's two stitches too long, so it's an even number, because if it had been 3, it would have been a nightmare, right? So anyway, this, in case you haven't seen this before, this is the Frankenstein SAL. This is from Kristen, who is Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts and who does the Stitching Book Club. So I'm gonna finish this. I really am. I like this piece, and Frankenstein is actually one of my favorite classic books. So I am motivated to get it done and get it done so it looks nice. Doesn't have to be perfect, but again, I don't want to focus on my errors. So I'm just gonna have to make a few little adjustments so that this doesn't look goofy when I'm finished. So with my 1 day of stitching on Frankenstein, that polished off my July WIP Go goal on this guy. So this guy is complete for WIP Go. Not complete, but complete for WIP Go. My other called WIP Go piece for July was Cardinal Points, this guy. And I have now stitched, I had only stitched 1 day on Cardinal Points. I have now stitched 2 more days, so I still have 2 days left to go. But let me show you where I'm at, because I I'm making really good progress on this. For some reason, this guy is just calling my name, right? So all of this stuff was done. I was working on the Cardinal, and he was almost done. I had to do his little feet. I think I needed to put his eyeball in, and then this flower, in the middle of the flower is some, I think it's sunflower colored floss, and then this kind of like basket looking interior of the flower needed to be done. So I finished the flower, I got the stem, I got the leaves, and then I got this little motif finished. So I had a lot of stitching done on that. It might not look like it, but that's a lot of stitching for 2 days. And it helped that my husband and I ran out to the cabin this Sunday, and we hadn't been out there for a while, so the grass was long. We needed to mow the grass. The plants needed to be watered, so my the poor roadie in the yard was just drooping. So watered up the roadie so it will not perish this week. This week we are supposed to have another heat wave here in the Seattle area. We might be up to 100 again for both Thursday and Friday, which sounds dreadful to me. I'm good until 80, right? 80, maybe 82. 85 is kind of pushing it, but 100? Yuck. No thank you. No thank you, ma'am. No thank you. Okay, so anyway, there is 2 more days on 2 more days left to do on Cardinal Points, and then I'll be back caught up on WIP Go, which I'm very excited about. And then I have a finish. Not a fully finish, which I'm hoping to work on this evening, but I have a stitching finish. Ron and Ree, if you're watching, look away. This is a gift for my lovely in-laws, and there it is. Isn't that cute, you guys? I adore this. So it's done. I have a finish. So I need to iron it and then work on FFOing. And again, I'd love to have time to work on that tonight. So cross your fingers, you guys, that everything is calm this evening, so I have time to do that. All right, so there is my FFO, and I am really bad, you guys, about remembering to tell you my flosses and the fabric. I always put that in the show notes down below. I've got a Google Doc. I put every WIP in it. I write down what my fabric and my floss are. I tell you if I do anything beyond the called for floss. This is all the called for floss, and then this is on a BeStitchMe fabric, a 36 count linen, and this is one of our fabric of the month in the color Grogg. All right, so there you are. You're updated on that. Okay, Ron and Ree, you can look back up again. So anyway, we're just, you know, cranking along on that one. It's gonna get finished here really soon. Let's see, what next would I like to talk about? Oh, I had a viewer, her name is Lisa, and you can see her comment on my last video. She told me what Just Cross Stitch magazine, this little Trick or Treat La-Di-Da chart came from that I showed you last week. And I'm glancing down at my notes. It's in the September-October 2008 issue. So if you are looking for this pattern, you're going to have to go back a few years. You're going to have to find somebody that has that issue. I do not. A friend of mine was able to help me out with their copy, and you're going to have to find a friend, phone a friend, right? And anyway, so now you know where that came from. Thank you, Lisa. That was so nice of you to comment and let us all know. So just wanted to let you know. So what that means is my plans for the rest of that piece, I showed it to you last time, is Something Wicked, also by Lottie Dot. I love that shoe. I just think it is fantastic. And then the cute little stripy sock up here, I'm going to use the same orange and then find something to coordinate with it. And then, because I've got so much of this Havana fabric left, I am thinking the chart that my friend Lisa gifted me, this one, which is going to go on this side of that Havana. So I'll have 3 Halloween pieces on Havana, which I think is a really, really beautiful fabric. I love that. There's just something about Havana that I just love. So that is some of my plans, my upcoming plans. I don't think I'm going to have a chance to start on this next week, but maybe the week after. I'll let you know when I start it. Also, my other plans are kitting up plans. I told you last week that I'm going to do a round robin on Cross Stitch Nation. I've got my fabric pulled. I'm starting to pull my floss. And I've discovered, of course, I'm missing pretty much all of the fancy flosses. I could, of course, stitch it in DMC, but I like the variegation. And I'm going to go to my local LNS Threadneedle Street in Issaquah, Washington today to pick up the missing flosses on Cross Stitch Nation, because this I'm starting this week. Starting. I have got to get a start on that. The other thing that I'm going to start is Trick or Treat in this fabulous book by Brenda Gervais with A Needle and Thread. That's the company name. So I have got my fabric pulled. Again, I am using BeStitchMe Fabric of the Month. This is 36 count scroll. It's got lots of really nice variegation in it. I'm going to risk the crinkles, you guys. And I'm just going to pull it out and show you. It's got some really nice modeling in it. Look at this. And it's got a little purpley undertone. I think it's going to be fabulous for pieces from this book. So I am also going to be picking up, I'm missing quite a few flosses for the patterns in here. And then this will be my start for my called WIP Go this month, which I put down to work on seasonal smalls. I think in my head when I wrote that, I thought I would be working on Christmas seasonal smalls, but I'm going to work on Halloween seasonal smalls. So that's all set to start. So I'll probably start 2 things this week, which is crazy, but it'll be fun, right? Start all the things. Isn't that what we say? Oh my gosh, the sun is just blowing me out here. We'll finish this up because nobody wants to watch a floss tube that is completely blown apart, right? What else do I have to tell you? Oh, wanted to remind you that I am doing a giveaway. I announced this on last FlossTube, floss number 85, for these 2 old Prairie Schoolers. Somehow I ended up with duplicates. So if you would like these older Prairie Schoolers, don't comment on this video, comment on number 85, right? And then our words on this one, this is the knitter, and on this one, skates, because he's holding skates. And by the way, I can't spell, so just spell skates the way you'd find it in the Webster's Dictionary, okay? So don't forget about these, but again, do not comment here. Comment on the last video, video 85. I did remind you on the last video, but I'll remind you here, I have a Google form in my show notes. Make sure you've got your address, your name, your you know, Instagram handle, FlossTube handle, whatever, so I can match it up. If you're not on the Google form, I can't send it to you. So make sure you filled out that Google form. Again, please be 18. Please be a subscriber. That would be really super nice. And then don't say giveaway, right? We don't want trolls here on the channel. Okay, so the other thing, I'm going to put them in an envelope. If I have to fold them, I have to fold them, because I don't want to have to go to the post office to get special postage. So there you are on that. Okay, guys, the last thing I thought I would do is I would show you what's in the Black Needle Society Autumn in Stars Hollow Retreat in a box. So if you are not interested in that, that's the next thing I'm going to do. And then after that, do the life update. So if you're peacing out now, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you next video. Okay, so for those of you that want to see what's in the Black Needle Society Autumn in Stars Hollow box, it's right here. And I will tell you, this has been sitting on my desk. I thought I'd film a special unboxing, and I just never got there. So last night I just was like, what the heck's in that box? I just opened it. So everything is unwrapped pretty much. I'm just gonna hold the stuff up so you can see what was in the box. It's not a very fancy unboxing. Sorry, Black Needle Society. It's all I've got time for right now. All right, here is our description card of everything that's in the box, and this tells you what's going on. And then this weekend is the Stars Hollow Facebook retreat, which is going to be fun. I don't know how much of it I'll get to attend, because I do work, you know, Wednesday through Saturday, so I can only pop in after I go to work. That's okay. I'll just participate as much as I can. All right, so let's get to it. I thought this was hysterical. We got coffee. Now, for those of you that are Gilmore Girl fans, it's not coffee. It's a coffee cake, cinnamon swirl coffee cake. So we've got a coffee cake to go with our coffee. Yeah. So that was the first thing that I noticed when I opened the box. The next thing was, of course, as you know, floss. Yay, I love floss. So, and this, of course, is from Al's Pancake World, which couldn't be funnier. You guys, look at these. These are all color and cottons. Look at these yummy colors. We've got some just beautiful taupes and blues and taupes, and this beautiful kind of a steely gray. They all have cute names. There have been already a number of unboxings from other floss tubers that get this box. I'm not going to hold them up individually. You've probably seen them, but I'm just gonna do it real quick. This cute little bag. I love this bag. It's got a thread drop on it, and I don't know if my camera will focus. It's like a room key from the Dragonfly Inn, which is just so fun. I love that. Of course, we've got our exclusive Black Needle Society needle minder. If I can get that open. Says, this is the last time I buy anything just because it's furry. Lorelai's boots. Cool. Love that. Love their needle minders. They're so fun. We have in here, we have got labels that you can put on the back of your cross stitch, which is really cute, and it's from Kim's Antiques, of course. So it's got all the good things: title, designer, fabric, threads, when you began it, when you finished it, who stitched it. These are super sweet. These will get used for sure. We've got some cute little, I mean, they're not pins, but it looks like maybe zipper pulls. That's what they are. Zipper pulls. Words are hard. So cute zipper pulls. We have, of course, we've got fabric, and this is from Fiber on a Whim. And this is 28 count casual linen in the colorway Presenting Lorelei Gilmore. Super cute. Love it. We have a necklace, and you won't be able to see this, I'm pretty sure, but it's the logo from Luke's Coffee and Diner. I think I probably should show the pattern last. Oh yeah, we've got a Rory bookmark. Nice. We have our project bag, which is super cute. I love this project bag. This is great. Front and back are the same. We received, guys, this is really cute. It is a recipe card holder. What an inspired idea. And then, of course, we got blank recipe cards with Emily's Bloody Mary mix on it. Fun. And then last but not least, of course, is our pattern. So that's what was in the box. It's a very cute box. I am going to have a lot of fun using all of these Gilmore Girl inspired items. I just think this was a super, super fun box. So that's what was in the Stars Hollow box. If you're at the retreat, I hope I get to see you. You never know how things are going to go. And then life update. The parents are still where they're at. They're not happy. That's nothing new. I wish I could say that they were happy. That would do my heart good to know that they're happy. But I know they're safe. So we're going to go with that. And we've added a few more things to their apartment. My sister and I have decided that maybe part of the problem, besides the fact that they're not at their house, which will always be a problem, they'll never get over that, right? But we don't think they have enough things to monkey with. So we've added a desk, put my dad's laptop on it. We're bringing in a bookcase. We're going to bring scrapbooks that my mom has done, favorite books, just put more stuff in there so that it looks more like home. I think if they have more things around them, it will help. What else? I'm trying to think. I think that's it in terms of life updates. We are going to have a stitching meetup with friends on Tuesday here in the Pacific Northwest area. So I'm looking forward to meeting people in person, face to face, who I've been friends on Instagram with, and FlossTube, watched their FlossTubes, but never seen their bright shiny faces. So that will be super fun. And besides that, I'm heading off to Threadneedle Street here in a little bit to pick up some missing floss. So that's it for me. You guys have a great week. I will see you next week. Heaven permitting, right? How does that go? Creek don't rise or some darn thing. Anyway, I can't remember all those funny phrases. But anyway, that's it for me. Have a great week. Drink your coffee. Pretend you're Lorelei Gilmore. Drink all the coffee. And I'll see you next time. Okay, bye friends.